all the way out, all the way in. I need you to take me all the way out, all the way in. I want you to break me all the way down, all the way in. I need you to break me all the way down, all the way in. All the way in, all the way in, all the way in, all the way in, all the way in. 'Cause everything up to now couldn't feel it. And everything up to now couldn't hear it. 'Cause everything up to now couldn't feel it. And everything up to now couldn't feel it. And everything up to now couldn't feel it. And everything up to now. And everything up to now.
Hello, welcome, salut, and bienvenue to the second official episode of the Desmond Gillick Variety Half Hour, radiating out from WHRW 90.5 FM, Channel 213, State University of New York at Binghamton, hosted by yours truly, Evan the Leper Clift. We've got a splendiferous show lined up for you today, folks. First, a fresh, hot-off-the-presses radio drama created in-house, never before seen. Later, we'll have the interview and joke segment with special guest Savannah, crafty creator Carter, and listeners like you, who will be able to call in and share your own jokes you found amusing throughout your tenure of life. Gotten a little ahead of myself. Our second radio play is a dramatization of the Donald Fagen album, The Nightfly. Nightfly, and this is WJAZ streaming out with jazz and conversation from the foot of Mount Belzoni. Hello, Baton Rouge, you're on the late line till the sun comes through the skyline.
Hello, can you hear me?
Won't you turn your radio down? Respect the 7-second delay we use.
Baton Rouge, you're on the late line.
Is that better?
It's quite nice, really.
Can I say something that all those God-be-damned politicians out there won't talk about?
That's what I'm here for.
Because I was walking my dog one day, and let me clarify, I ain't been in NAM, so I ain't one of them PTSD-BS, all right? But I was there walking my dog, and he starts barking, screaming at this tree, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I looks up there, and I'm thinking there's a squirrel or a monk or something that's making him go all stir crazy, right? Get this, he's barking at a man squatting up there with all his fancy pots and pans making eggs. And he's got a wife up there too, and she's doing God knows what.
Is this an isolated incident?
That's the crazy part. It ain't. Ever since that day, I've been seeing men and women, all ages, working on a whole forest city up in the upper brush.
So you say there's a race of men in the trees? You're for tough legislation. Thanks for calling. We wait all night for calls like these. I appreciate all the calls, but I know there are folks at home or on the road who need some audio ambrosia to get through the night. So I'll hit it for those cats. That's a shame. We just got her, too. Well, I suppose I have time for the ad read now. If you want your honey to look super swell, you must spring for that little blue jar, patent kiss and tell. We can take some calls now. You're listening to WJAZ. Hello, Adelaide.
I love the show. Music's great. But do you have to be such an asinine sellout with the sponsorships? I mean, nobody's
And that's why we have the
honey.
7-second delay,
Understand?
Adelaide. Do you talk to your mother with that mouth?
My mother's dead, Nightfly. She was somebody's honey. No self-respecting family man is a graveyard DJ Lester. Have you got a honey that smells oh so great with that little blue jar?
Well, I've got plenty of Java and Chesterfield Kings, but in truth, Adelaide, I wish I had a heart of ice more than anything. You'd never believe it, but once there was a time where love was in my life. Some say that we're reckless. They say we're much too young. We've got to hold out till graduation. Try to hang on, Maxine.
It feels like we live on a highway, Lester. Everything is oh so fast anymore.
Is that your dad's miracle elixir? You smell great with it. A little like your father, but I suppose that's unavoidable.
It is, in fact. It's a collage of the strongest pheromones of the animal kingdom.
It makes your skin shine, too.
Do you mean to say I wasn't shining before?
You know what I mean, Maxine. The city chokes me, Maxine.
What do you want to do about it? You said we had to wait until graduation.
Mexico City is like another world. Nice this year, they say. You'll be my senorita, in jeans and pearls. But first, let's get off this highway.
I like the sound of that. One day we'll wake up, make love, but till then.
Try to hang on, Maxine. And then a few months pass, and I'm in the Patton living room with old Maxie. Is that Bird?
It's Charlie Parker.
Forget it. What's so important?
I got an internship at the Patton Corporation.
Of course you did. You're Maxine Patton. Is that all?
It's in Mexico City, just like you wanted.
Mexico City? But we haven't graduated yet. How long is it for?
The rest of the semester, but my dad's talking to the principal and he'll get him to understand. I'm sure my dad could also pull some strings and get you an internship.
You're being ridiculous, Maxine. I can't go to Mexico City with you. Not now, not like this. I'm not somebody who can work at a corporation. My heart's elsewhere.
Then will you wait for me?
I'll hang on. And then a month goes by, and another month, and one day I'm in the park waiting for my Maxine. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. You're in much more of a rush than I am.
Oh, I'm not in a rush. I'm exercising.
Are you?
Well, yeah, I am. Are you Ruby from Econ? And is that ambush you're wearing?
You know your stuff. What's your name?
Lester. I sit 2 rows behind you.
Is that so?
Are you talking to my girlfriend?
I didn't know she was your... Oh!
Why did you do that? He was being nice.
Ruby, baby, when will you be mine? Lester sure got himself into some trouble, hasn't he? You're listening to WHRW 90.5 FM, Binghamton's Desmond Gillick Variety Hour, hosted by Evan Clift. We're currently playing a radio dramatization of Donald Fagen's The Nightfly, the Desmond Gillick Variety Hour. New radio plays every Thursday at 4. Back to play some Bird for this next part, huh?
I don't get it. You had this Maxi cat, then you started fiending after this Ruby rat. You told Miss Patton to hang up after you left her on the dust. That's cruel, Lester.
I never claimed to be kind, Adelaide. Some parts of a man are stronger than his heart.
What happened next?
I finally got what I wanted, and then Maxine came back.
It's been so long since I've seen you, Lester.
Do you still have that boyfriend of yours?
He's long gone, a real jerk. How are you? Do you have a girlfriend?
Excuse me, sorry. I'm looking for the owner. Oh, he's right over there. Excuse me, Lester?
Maxine, what are you doing here?
Oh, hello, who are you?
Who are you?
This is my friend Ruby. Ruby, this is my friend Maxine.
I need to talk to you, Lester. Fine, I don't care. You got bored, whatever. As long as it's over now. I was going to get us a nice reservation, and we were going to have a nice dinner here. I had it all figured out for you, Lester. It's ruined now, though.
I don't want to work at Patton with you. I want to be a DJ.
What, huh?
You were going to ask if I'd move to Manhattan with you so we could work at Patton's together. I can't, Maxine. I found my new love, and she's not in Manhattan.
Ruby?
Jazz. An opportunity came up for me to work on radio after the semester ended. WJAZ, Dead Man Shift, till the sun comes through the skyline.
That's all you care about, huh? Jazz? All those nights at the Lincoln Mall meant nothing to you? Fine. Don't say I didn't give you a chance. 2.
I sometimes wonder whatever happened to that flame. The answer's still the same. It was you. Tonight, you're still on my mind. Are you still there, Adelaide? The dramatization of the Donald Fagen album The Nightfly, performed by the wonderful Desmond Gillick as Baton Rouge, Miles Davis Cartoon as Adelaide, Savannah Carter as Maxine, and Zaina Vallon as Ruby. Next week we'll have a noir called Whitney Gray. One of those hard-boiled detective types. Now for the interview with our very special guest. You're listening to WHRW 90.5 FM Binghamton, the Desmond Gillick Variety Hour with Evan Clift. By the way, we are now open for calls at 607-777-2137. Savannah Carter, where do you get your ideas from?
What ideas?
Well, tell me, what are you doing here at Binghamton?
Oh, well, I'm studying neuroscience currently, and I'm not sure it's what I want to do, but I'm very interested in psychology, so I might just switch.
Can you explain for the folks at home what neuroscience is?
Neuroscience is basically just the study of the brain.
Very interesting thing, the brain. Everybody's got one, but not everybody uses one. Okay. Now we have surpassed the interview segment, we hope. Savannah Carter, do you have any final things you'd like to add so people know who you are before we do these amazing jokes prepared for us by our beautiful team?
I love music. Music is like amazing, and I think everyone should discover their own music taste, and yeah.
Thank you. Okay, now, as is customary, I'll do the first joke. Don't want to put our special guest on too much of a spot. We have randomized jokes here. We don't even know what they are until we read them. Popeye would be nowhere near as popular with moms trying to get their kids to eat healthy if he got all his strength from garlic and dog meat.
Okay. Oh, this is a long one. The NBA season is starting up again soon. Teams such as the Boston Celtics, the New York Knicks, Los Angeles Lakers, and Denver Nuggets will soon begin to compete for the NBA championship. A team that won't be competing to win the Larry O'Brien Trophy this year, the Pensacola Really Bad basketball team. Okay.
Sometimes you can be your own undoing.
Yeah.
Okay. The McDonald's playroom is significantly less fun when you're too old and large to fit into any of the tubes.
I would have to agree. Okay. The third season of the year swiftly approaches. You know what season it is. You know what season isn't? Frifta? Frifta, on account of the fact that I just made it up. Okay. That was good.
Nighttime is nice and all, but for the non-nocturnal folk, most prefer the life-giving radiant energy of the sun to the cold, unforgiving, and pale moon.
Local 5-year-old business boy Timmy Chakravorty refuses to accept... Chakravorty, my bad. Refuses to accept payments in cash at his wooden lemonade stand, instead only dealing in his new digital currency, Timmy Coin. That's slightly amusing in and of itself, but with the punchline, it'd be hilarious.
So I forgot to write a joke here. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. What's worse than teenage acne? Teenage backney, considering that strange moles and protrusions on your back may spell cancerous tumors, rather than unsightly bumps that'll make a date to the prom with Tommy a little less likely.
Timmy, Tommy. Interesting. I tried reading The Sun, but I couldn't look at it for more than a couple seconds.
Now, if refried beans taste so good, how horrible are once fried beans?
Tom Sawyer was a cunning trickster, sure, but could he ever come up with the scheming that preceded the 2008 financial crisis? That one was actually good.
People across the web have been calling presidential nominee Kamala Harris a brat. Have you heard of this?
No.
Now
Charlie XCX.
Now, I'm not with the times or all that, but it sure seems quite rude to me. Back in my day, we attacked candidates' policies.
Now, although I wish I was a little bit taller and I wish I was a baller, I truly wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" Impala.
Is that Skilo?
I have no clue.
Here, Skilo's got a new album coming up. Two sides of the same coin are just dollar signs to me. Well, I guess it's not a dollar, but you understand.
Totally.
Be one of those cent signs, you know, the C with the line.
Yeah, I love those. Alec Baldwin sure got a lot of hair considering his namesake. True.
It's just a factoid. It's like a Snapple fact.
True.
I feel like life and death sure got a great business going on here. Everybody who gets a life is guaranteed a death, and we think that death's the bad guy.
Interesting. Okay. If you're reading this, please help us. Help us locked in a warehouse and forces us to write these terrible jokes for the show. Okay.
The Civil War, huh? From my knowledge, it managed to be anything but civil. Always confused me during my upbringing.
People born on December 25th sure like to rub it in your face, don't they? Jesus.
Okay, we can't take the Lord's name in vain on the radio show here.
I wasn't.
But you...
No, Jesus was born on December 25th, allegedly. No, he wasn't, but like that's when they celebrate it.
Okay, you gotta stop while we're ahead here. Imagine, we've got a related joke, another one about Christmas. Imagine living in England and suddenly Christmas is in the 25th month of the year.
You can get blackheads and whiteheads on your face, but for redheads, you gotta go across the pond.
Gingers. Name 10 books. Name 10 books.
I can't.
Can you name one?
The Mockingjay, maybe.
What, is there a book
The
called
The Hunger Games one?
It's just called The Mockingjay?
I think.
Can you name a second book?
Can I? I'm not good at thinking on the spot.
There aren't any books in this room. It's all records.
I realized that. Fahrenheit 451.
Not bad. Let's go for 5 books. Can you do a third book?
Boy Parts, The Piano Teacher.
Oh, can this caller name 10 books?
They probably can.
Well, can you name your third book?
My third book, Dracula.
Dracula. Okay, 4th.
What's that one about the people in New York in the 1970s? I don't remember.
Great Gatsby is 1920s.
Okay, The Great Gatsby.
5th book, final book.
This is really bad, guys. Books. What books do I have? 5th book. Can we do the caller and then come back to this?
Sure, we'll come back to the name 10 books. Joke, quote unquote joke. Fortnite is popular with the kids, but my old Uncle Sam sure isn't.
Our jokes are universal here, and I ain't talking Harry Potter.
Okay. It's all right. Oh. Sigh, she said aloud.
Moby Dick.
Ah, Moby
Thank you.
Dick. Five books.
Yes. Hello, cashier. What's up? The price of the burger.
Inflation.
Yeah. Sucks.
Now, why'd we name that big, scary red planet the closest to ours after the bloodthirsty and unmerciful god of war, Mars?
I love Mars.
Also known as Ares and other tales, but not Zodiac Aries.
Prohibition has been repealed. Like 100 years ago, Grandpa. Get with the times.
Imagine Prohibition. Crazy times.
Mm-hmm.
I'll save that one. The concept of a corporate art style is such an oxymoron, it's reaching hydro-idiot levels.
I was once walking with my daughter to school one day when something very strange happened to me. It's such a horrid story that it must be told in grisly detail. Okay.
Oh, we have our caller. Our special caller. Hello.
Hello.
Who is this we're speaking to?
Hello.
Hello.
Mike Pebble.
Hello, Mike Pebble. Can you name 10 books?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick. Foundation by Asimov.
It's naming 10 authors, too.
Rendezvous with Rama by Arthur C. Clarke. 2001: A Space Odyssey by Arthur C. Clarke. What are we at now?
6.
The Naked Sun by Isaac Asimov. Beyond Good and Evil by Nietzsche. Thus Spake Zarathustra by Nietzsche. Catcher in the Rye.
That's 10 books right there. You've completed the challenge. You've completed the joke. We can finally strike it from the joke bag. Thank you, Mr. Pebble.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, you can ask a question or tell a joke, whatever you'd like while we have you.
If all good things come to an end, is there a point in pursuing anything, or would I have greater total happiness for pursuing instant gratification while I'm still here?
Savannah Carter, you're our special guest. Why don't you answer?
Low-key instant gratification for the win, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm the devil. I have just appeared on your shoulder. Actually, don't listen to that. Actually, go for long-term investments. Okay. Yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Pebble. We have a new caller to name 10 books. Hello? This is WHRW 90.5 FM, Binghamton, the Desmond Gillick Variety Half Hour, hosted by Evan Clift with special guest Savannah Carter. Hello?
Hi, yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
So am I naming 10 books or am I doing a joke?
You can name 10 books, or you can do a joke, whatever you have on you, whatever's more pertinent for the time.
Oh, let me tell you, when I called in, the woman that answered the phone, she said, you just hold on a minute, you got to be a patient. She said, you got to be patient. And then I thought to myself, hey, I didn't even know I was sick. Ha, get it, because patient and, all right, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, no, it's quite all right, sir. This is what it's for. This is what it's for. We love jokes.
That was great.
Is that all, sir? I assume that's all. Well, thank you for the calls. We'll keep going with the jokes for another couple minutes. Miss Savannah Carter, would you please finish this joke we have right here?
Okay, I'll just restart. I was once walking my daughter to the school one day when something very strange happened to me. It's such a horrid story that it must be told in grisly detail over a lengthy period of time. Unfortunately, there isn't enough space on the page to write it, but if there was, I'd totally tell you.
That was more of a tall tale. Okay. The real James Bond has been found. Interesting. Although that's according to a man with an eye patch who only claims to have seen Bond via telescope.
Do you like Phoebe, Olivia, and Princess? I feel like I should know what this is referencing.
Is that a joke?
Something like that.
Men with G as the first letter of their name are destined for greatness. George Washington, George Washington Carver, George Washington Jr., Genghis Khan, Julius Caesar, Gmail.
Mark Zuckerberg has recently announced plans to turn Instagram into a haven of virtual reality trading and socialization. My question is, what does Mark Zuckerberg have to do with Instagram? Isn't he the Facebook guy?
Just the world is ever changing, huh? Back in my day, Mark Zuckerberg was the social network guy.
Yeah.
Pikmin 4, huh? Why don't you pick 4 men and start networking, you bum?
Agree. Oats are good. You know what's better? Real food, you hippie.
Wow, these are really mean jokes
I
recently.
know.
Bums and hippies are sure to be offended. Pisces, this week you will most likely get out of bed, drink water, eat a full meal, talk to somebody about your feelings, and go to sleep at least 6 nights out of the week. That's your horoscope reading, Pisces.
They say a broken clock is right twice a day. Well, I sure hope that's true, considering I ripped out the minute and hour hand and are now using them as chopsticks while I wait 2 very precise times.
Now, who's going to tell them? Deodorant could also be called unstink stick.
Yes, it could. If I could live in any other time period, it would have to be during Watergate. Why? So I could go up to that old jerk Nixon and give him a piece of my mind. For real, Nixon, ruined America.
Okay, we can't get that political on the show.
Sorry, guys.
But you heard the disclaimer, guys, if you've been here since 4 p.m. Not that one.
That's right. The views expressed are not the views of WHRW, just the views of viewers.
Thank you, Shannon. Next joke. We'll do a couple more jokes. Kiss me, I'm fly-ish.
Oh. Let's save this one.
You can't. You just don't want to read that one? It's too long?
It's too long. You're talking to a McDonald's veteran right now. 530,000 lifetime points. You don't even have the app, Mr. Stolen Valor. I'm handing you over to the Ronald McDonald Foundation.
This must have been submitted by a guy that loves McDonald's.
Indeed.
Okay, you'll do... Let's do 2 more jokes each. One day, Mullah Nasruddin entered his favorite tea house and declared, "The moon is more useful than the sun." An old man asked, "Why, Mullah?" Mullah Nasruddin replied, "Because we need the light more during the night than the day." Wise man, Mullah.
You're listening to Desmond Gillick Variety... Oh. You're listening to the Desmond Gillick Variety Half Hour hosted by Evan Clift on WHRW 90.FM channel, 213 State University...
FM.
Oh, yeah. Of New York at Binghamton, every Thursday at 4 p.m.
My final joke. An unstoppable force and an immovable object try to walk into a bar. And now our special guest, the wonderful Miss Savannah Carter, will do the final joke.
Okay. What if guns made love instead of war?
Now that's a call for peace if I ever heard one. Thank you, Savannah. I believe you've just been entertained by WHRW 90.5 FM Binghamton's Desmond Gillick Variety Hour, hosted by Evan Clift, Thursdays at 4. We've got a new radio drama every week. Next one's a good one. Thank you, special guest Savannah Carter. Would you like to say any closing remarks? Say goodbye to our lovely listeners.
It was nice being here. Thank you very much, Evan.
Now, have a good night, folks. Drive safe.